welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Today we are tying a pattern that is I was unfamiliar with when I first saw it, but it's originated from Nova Scotia and it's called the Indian streamer, and it has something to do with the natives in Nova Scotia. The story with the fly is that. But it's like a small fly, and it's supposed to imitate like a small minnow, but in a little different way than you may know. The thread we are using, that's an Uni 80 classic black thread for this fly. And the hooks we are using, or the hook I'm using, it's an Ahrex NS 118 classic streamer number 8. And we start by attaching the thread to the shank of the hook and snip off the end. And the rib of the fly, that is supposed to be made out of black wire, but I'm going to use like the thinnest vinyl rib which I have. The body of the fly, on the other hand, is made out of white aurora yarn, and it's like an UV reflectable, so it's a really good product. I'm using 3 strands of the aurora yarn. Or the original pattern is supposed to be tied with black wire, but at the moment I ran out of the black wire, so we are just using like a small size vinyl rib for it. It'll do the same job. And that's the vinyl rib to the shank, and then we start to form the body of the fly. We're going to do a little bit of a fast forward here because it takes like up to a minute, and you need to form it in that way so it's kind of even and covering the shank. Then we lock down the white aurora yarn. It gets sometimes a little mess when you work with it, but it's normal. But it's done like as an alternative material. The aurora yarn is just an excellent. You can buy it in anywhere, any handicraft store, supermarkets have it, and just about anywhere. So for the back of the fly, that's like a fin. It looks like a fin when it's on the back of it. We are using Peacock hearls. So I selected like 5 good Peacock hearls, like decent ones, which we are using. And the odd thing with the Peacock hearl is that we are going to place that on the top of the fly, but not with the fibers like that way. We are going to turn them that way, so it's going to be like a little bulkier than it should be. And it's a nice trick to simply stroke backwards, like against the natural position of the fibers, and then they stick together. They're easier to work with. I don't know why it's done actually, but it's I'm just imitating the pattern by the book, that's all. So we'll take the Peacock hearl backwards and then start to wrap our fake wire around, and as we attached it twice, then it's going to be in place, and then we just attach the Peacock hearls just so they're staying on the top, lock in the rest of the fake wire we have, or the wheel rib, and then snip off the rest of it. And then we are going to be cutting the end to a decent length, so as a tail of the fly. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see what we are doing. And it's like the length of the body of the fly, length of the body-ish. So it's a body length plus like few mils. And I cut them not all the same, just different lengths, so they tend to look natural. And the rest of the fly is simply, we're almost done. The only thing left is to form a hat on the fly and make the knot and everything. I haven't used this fly much myself. This is like kind of like a new pattern to me, but I've been told by people here in Iceland that this fly works. Basically anywhere you can find trout or sea-run trout, or even salmon. And that's how it looks in the final position of it. The last job here is to place like a little bit of UV resin on the head. I'm using the Solarez bone cure for it. Just like a not too thick coat on it. And once we're done with that, we are going to sap that with our light. And like I said, yeah, I haven't tried this fly myself, but as you see, it's really simple. It may not look like something that's catching much of a fish, but often the really best flies that you get are not necessarily the most good looking for us. It's of course the fish has the final judge and the final word for it if your fly is good or not. But I picked the fly up simply because it's simple. It looks maybe kind of different than other stuff that you've seen, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure it works. So this is the Indian streamer. I thank you guys. I want to say thank you guys for watching, and you can like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like the video. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys in the next video.